Many times, all we see is the finished video that's been posted for people to watch. But the truth is that there are so many hurdles that we go through as people who are running YouTube businesses. And I want to share with you some of the ones that I have faced over the years and how I have solved them. And I'm hoping that I will encourage you. My name is Sunganani. I've been on YouTube since 2008 and I've seen a lot of things come and go. Okay, number one, I live in a noisy neighborhood. From the maize meal that kicks off at 4 a.m. to the neighborhood DJ who thinks we should listen to his music even though we may not be interested in it. He's changed to delivery trucks that come at 5 a.m. throughout the week, so to speak. So it's not easy. And what I used to do in the past, if you go and look at my earlier videos, I would wake up maybe at 4 to just film and then maybe start the day and do the editing later. This was an attempt to deal with these situations. But now, what I do these days is that if I record during the day and the audio is okay, there are no interruptions like a motorbike going past at high speed, then there are times I'll have to do some editing or put in some music just to drown out that noise. Okay, so there are things you can control and there are things you cannot control. Just work with the ones you can control and move on. But what I've discovered is that people will forgive a picture that is poor, but they will not forgive the fact that they couldn't hear you. So that is something that I've had to deal with over the years. The second one, I have my notes here. The second one is that it has to do with my family. When my children were younger, it was difficult to film videos when they were home because for them, when dad is home, he is available. It didn't click to them that he is working, even though I'll tell them, I have to do this, so go and play outside or something. So, but now they are much older. The youngest is 17, and I'm able to tell them, look, I need about 30 minutes to do this recording. So maybe go hang out somewhere else around the home. And that has helped to make things happen. So also the support of my wife helps when I tell her, and she's able to tell them, hey, your dad is working. So that really helps. But when you have younger children, admittedly, it is harder because yeah, they're young children, you know. And but I've seen a lot of people on YouTube, parents, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, who film when their children are taking a nap or when their children at school they rush back home and they do all the filming and all that. Kudos to you. I really appreciate all the effort that you take. Keep going. Okay. Number three is a cultural issue. I'll give it to you. I live in Africa, and the thinking, most of the thinking, and I don't know whether it's an African thing or not, but if you are working, it means you have to physically transport yourself away from the house, like leave the home and go to work, go and do your business. That's still much of the thinking around here. So when they see that I haven't left in the day, they haven't seen me drive out or something, and they have got issues, they will come and say, we want to see him. It hasn't clicked for most of them that you can work online, you can get this, do business online. So that used to drive me up the wall, honestly. But I've had to start explaining to them that although I am home, I am doing work through video calls and so on and so forth. So could you please come back maybe after 3 in the afternoon or something like that? So that has helped, but still some still come early in the morning or during the weekend when I want to rest and all these things. But it's getting better, to be honest with you. It's really getting better. But that's one struggle that I have had to deal with. Then we have load shedding. For those who are not familiar with load shedding, we're talking about scheduled power cuts. And that is wouldn't be so bad, except that sometimes you are told load shedding will start at 6 a.m. So you wake up early at 5 only to have the load shed start at 5:20 a.m. and you can't film when it is quieter. And sometimes I'll give an example of one day when I was in the middle of a meeting. I was chairing this board meeting, and the lights went out, and I had to take myself off camera and switch on the light. You see that switch with a wire there, the solar lights, and then come back, and it was just embarrassing, But sometimes it will happen with a coaching call or a discovery call, so that can be something that you have to work around. The options for us are not as cheap. For example, solar powered lights or inverter combination of two, but these are huge capital investments that right now I'm not able to afford them right now, but thinking of going towards that so that I'm always available. Number five is internet connection. For a long time in the area that the internet connection was not really good. I hope you can hear the DJ. He's at it again. Anyway, but at some point I had to change internet service providers twice because from my area, which is rather a little bit out of the city, it really wasn't that good. But now I've got a better provider, and the internet is pretty much okay. The uptime is really, really, really good. The connectivity is fast. But those are things that affect some of the work that you do. You start uploading a video and it takes forever. And now we have discovered that there are certain windows within the day, maybe from 5 p.m. to around about 7. Internet is terribly, terribly slow. But we've had to work around there and say, okay, that time I will not have any scheduled calls. And it has helped really well. So what is my point? My point is you always have a maize meal on at 4 a.m. You always have a delivery truck going past around maybe 11 a.m. or kids coming from school shouting their way across the road, and all these things. Running a YouTube channel is something that requires you to be always in a state of mind of problem solving. You're always going to meet something that will challenge your goals, will challenge what it is you are set out to accomplish. So that is worth it though, because number one, I'm reaching out to you hoping to help you have a positive impact in your journey as a one person YouTube business, because it's going to help you financially. It's going to help you grow as a person. So I like that. That's why I keep going. Number two, it is financially beneficial for me as well, because when I offer the service and you pay, and it's good for my finances. Let's not lie here. This is also partly what it is about. And then the third thing is that you're always growing as a person. You're always solving problems. And the truth is, in the world which we live in, the people who solve problems for others for a fee are the ones who get ahead, at least financially, at least increase their influence. So I want that for you. Don't give up. Whatever problems you're meeting, find solutions and implement them and keep going, because it is worth it that you are on YouTube and you're making yourself known and you're changing people's lives. That is what I wanted to share today. Share with me what you're struggling with and how you are sorting it out, how you're solving it in the comment box. But in the meantime, I'll see you in this video. Peace to you.